Hello, everybody. Good evening. Sorry, I got some trouble with one of my devices, so I had to restart the whole thing. Uh, I hope you are all doing well. Uh, Today is my regular hour that I'm coming to talk to you about one tip on wellness, right? We're going to talk about uh, the decluttering. How that is a wellness tip is you will be more organized, relaxed, and stress free when you declutter your surroundings. Okay, your mind will be more focused, more emotionally stable when you have everything available to you in whatever place they are. Right. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Um, this is something very simple, right? People do have this habit of keeping everything wherever they choose to throw, and then they don't have the energy to clean that up because they may be occupied with a lot of stuff, that they are not able to uh, really able to put them in proper way, right? So let me see. There's Donald. So that happens with a lot of people, right? So they may not be able to uh, find stuff they want. Hi, Ronald. How you doing, Dr. Al? I'm good. How are you? Quite a bit lately. I guess I have been on during the time you've been on, but it's good to finally have a chance to be on while you're on here. Yeah, sure. Regularly I'm coming on this time. Yeah, I do come on this hour, right? Yeah. I know, but like I say, sometimes I got busy with other stuff, so it's kind of cool to not be right now. Oh, okay. But one thing that I know that's a great topic that you have tonight. Yeah. I think, I don't know if you know anything about life path numbers, but if you add all the digits together, if it equals 4, like mine equals 32, August 12th, 1974. The 3 and a 2 equal 5. So fives like to experience stuff. So they are not necessarily as organized, but I think fours are the most organized. If it equals 4, if it's 22, if it's yeah 31 or 4 or 13. So it's really cool how that works. I don't know if you knew that or not, but years ago I read it. Some of the stuff at numberslady.com or whatever, Glennis McCann. Yeah, some people claim the numerology and horoscopes and all that, but I'm not really knowledgeable about that. And also, I think I'm very logical mind in a way, so I don't know. I don't really trust the stuff. I don't know. I don't. Maybe some people have that, Some people ouch on that. They told me their numerology changes their life, but I'm more like a not that kind, but it could be
Well, that's
true.
cool. I can understand. Some people are
Yeah,
more into
yeah,
just seeing if it works, or if
yeah,
they add it up and see if it describes you. It's kind of an interesting thing.
yeah. You
Like
see,
I
I'm
just kind of
more,
base everything up.
yeah, I'm more
Huh?
concerned about what is this cluttering that happens to
Yeah.
all of us, and the more
Yes.
stuff we have, the more cluttering, right? And then
Yeah.
people don't really.
I think
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
it's good to be organized and disciplined.
Yeah.
Um, I think some people struggle with it more than a lot than some other people. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure, definitely. Like, in my own household, my wife and me, we are totally opposite people, right? She is
Yeah.
clutter everywhere, wherever she, but then she does manage do everything. I don't know how she finds it. She finds them, and then she's quite cool about it. But I'm totally opposite. I have to have everything in its own order, but I don't really worry about it. But naturally, it comes to me so that I find things much more quickly, and I don't have the problem with come back around. I don't have any problem with getting stuff right, and also I'm pretty not stressed at all because I'm kind of organized in my mind and organized outwardly too. See, I have a very simple principle, Ronald. I say first find a place for everything, and then
Mhm.
keep that one in that place. For example, if it's there in the bathroom was there, I don't bring them to the kitchen, right? I'll keep them there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is a way our houses are designed. Like we have first level, basement, and then second level, right? First level we
Yeah.
have the kitchen, dining room, and living room, and some guest room like that. So we have, I kind of go by that order, which is actually practical and also gives
Mhm.
us a chance to relax into things. What do you say?
Yeah. That's good to be. I guess it depends on sometimes how you're brought up. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Very much true.
sometimes like, if your parents like instilling you
Hmm.
to have things more organized,
Yeah.
it's going to maybe be a more of a priority growing up.
Mhm.
Were your parents pretty strict, disciplinary? Like, make sure you have everything in order?
No, no. My brother, who was in army, he kind of
Yeah.
has a very disciplined routines, disciplined that influenced us, but he didn't force us to be any such inverted way, right? But he
Yeah.
used to point out certain things if they're not very, very. We have 16 years difference between my eldest brother and me. I'm the seventh child, so he brought me up like a kid, so I was very
Yeah.
influenced by him because he was very caring. He used to come only once in a while. So when he came in once a year, spent with the family for 1 year, right? But he was the
Yeah.
breadwinner. He was the lieutenant colonel in the army, so a big post and all that. He has some 16,000 men under him command, So
Wow.
he really knew how to handle people and also not to overwhelm them. But uh, for him it's like he wears a shirt, he will put the buttons, all the buttons. That kind of problem. We kind of learned seeing him, but not because he was imposing anything from us. Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
nice, right? Other thing is, I was more like uh, I want things simpler. Always, that was one trait I always had is I don't want complicated too many things. Just a couple of pants, couple of shirts that are good enough, and I used to maintain them very well. Every festival we used to get good clothes and all that. That was okay, but basically we were not forced. For example, he used to have this scooter, which was a Lambretta. That scooter has real good cleaning by him. And I used to be by his side when he's cleaning. in the meticulousness with which he cleaned everything was very illustrative, you know. So I used to stay with him and clean that, and he used to apply the wax and then wipe it off and then go to each corner of the scooter and then clean it. By the time he's done, that looked like a brand new, like a detailing we call it here. And he used to do that scooter by himself, and I used to be by his side and then do that, you know. So that was very, very illustrative to me. Anyway, in this decluttering, it has profound, relaxing, and stress free effects on your mind. That's what I want to point out, because if you can keep your surroundings orderly, decluttered, your mind also gets decluttered. I used to use Saturday mornings when I was doing my residency, very busy, right? Otherwise, during 3 hours, I used to put my favorite music and go around the apartment. I'm alone, but I used to arrange everything. And it was not disturbed through the days when I was alone, because I only use what I want and then I'll keep them back in the where they belong. That kind of thing became a habit, and I didn't know that helped me to meditate very, very well. And later on, I kind of grasped it, because if you have so many things out of order, they can act on your mind when you are very perceptive and very silent in there. So if you are a meditator, if you are somebody really enjoying inner happiness, inner quietness, and outward things will be minimal, but even those will be kept in a particular order. That's the thing that happened to me. Okay, so most of the people are cluttered, and then they take a lot of time later on, and that itself could be difficult for them, but then they may feel better after they organize everything, you know. So decluttering helps you emotional stability, lack of stress and anxiety, and really helps you feel good about it, because you feel like I'm in control. I have the self-efficacy, and that helps you with your emotions and your thoughts too. So I kind of value very much of the decluttering of our thoughts, of the devices, of the furniture and everything that we have. And all the decluttering helped me to be simple outwardly, and really take up deep spiritual stuff from inside. There's another thing too. There was a saying by Mahatma Gandhi when we are growing up. He said, "Cleanliness is godliness." So it's like a clean room is like a abide of the God, something like that. You know, that also stuck with us. So, and the thing was, if you are decluttered, people used to look at us as we are lazy, and we don't really have the discipline to keep things nice and all that. You know, so that also maybe acted on my mind. But all in all, I kind of keep things in their own place, and I kind of know where everything is. That way, if I want to find out, that will be there. I know about it. They come and ask me where it says this particular thing. I know exactly where it is. You know, that helped a lot about organizing our stuff and attending stuff and all that. I never get late to anything, mainly because I'm organized in my mind that way. That stems directly from not having clutter both outside and inside. I hope that makes sense to you, and that is something I would like to see most of the people do that. You know, let me find a note. I put it here somewhere. That note has some specific things that you could do. If I could find it, you know. Anyway, anybody wants to add to how they declutter, how they find this good for them? Could come up. I can find it not. But then simple things are the cluttering that is happening now with so much material thrown at us. right? The information overload. Even watching TV mindlessly without any purpose can clutter your mind with a lot of stuff. And people are having problems with sleep these days, partly because of their overloaded with so much of unnecessary information. Social media could be a global gossip if you are not really focused on what you are doing and who you are helping or who are having conversations, who are really spending your time, your friends and family and all that, right? Um, that is really blurring these days because people are talking to some completely total strangers, or they're happy if the total stranger sends you a like, and they don't really involve in meaningful conversations. They don't involve in responsible conversations or for understanding or for contributing or taking a big problem like global heat and want to know the depth of what is the global heat problems, how we are exaggerating and all that. So this cluttering with all sorts of information, whether you need it or not, that is also a problem. So there, the decluttering is, what am I doing? What is my occupation? What is relevant information for that? Yeah. What is my family? What's going on with my family? What are the things we are doing together, or where they are? How can I communicate with them? That's another thing. And what are my interests? What are my passions that I want to do? If you can organize your house according to your work, your family, and your passions and all that, and also organize stuff on the digital devices and stuff in your head, I think you will benefit quite a bit, right? So I do this frequent talks on digital toxicity, meaning all these digital tools have enormous potential to bring us a lot of information, right? But what we do is we kind of don't pay much attention to the relevance of it, to our major parts of that, right? So that's where I tell people, be very focused on what you are doing in your life or what is in your mind, what are your priorities, and then go. Even if you have a routine like I'm going to make some time, like used to do Saturday mornings, right? Otherwise, I was a busy doctor, and I used to get my car cleaned, I used to get my apartment cleaned, vacuumed, and all that. And also, I used to arrange everything for the week, and that way, that was very easy to for me to do. And then you can have some visual reminders as to what to be done when, and also how can I declutter everything. See, some of the disciplines I got from my brother was make our bed in the morning. When you get up, we are always asked to, even though we have servants and all that, he asked us to make our own bed, which is a good habit. Rise up early and then do these things. Not compulsory, but he said it's good, try it and all. When we tried it, we were very young kids, me and my sister, right? And then we did whatever he told us, and then that became a habit. And now I find it very, very useful. The moment I wake up, I get into awareness, and then I kind of make my bed, and then I go out or do whatever I want to do, which is very, very good thing for me, right? So decluttering can help your stress level, anxiety level to go. Declutter can help you be organized and find stuff easily. And also, decluttered atmosphere, there is no clutter, can give you that self-efficacy, control feeling. For all these things, the decluttering is very important, especially now with so much thrown at us, right? So there's another thing too. Deeper thing is, if you allow lots of thoughts accumulate in your mind, you know, that's like a putting a lot of wastage into your waste basket of mind, and the mind becomes a waste basket because you're accumulating a lot of negative, unnecessary stimuli, unnecessary things. So the if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a particular way of doing things, then this waste in our mind can accumulate, and then that can become a source of recurring thoughts of unnecessary things. So you may not be having that much of concentration, that much of focus on things, right? Instead, you kind of go and take a walk by the mountain, and then you see the beauty, and then you drop everything from behind, from your work and all that. Then you really engage your senses with the nature, and that the mind will be decluttered. I actually tell people, do this decluttering every day. Find out what's going on in the mind. Don't allow them to go into subconsciousness, right? Bring them out, question them where they come from, and then dump them. Don't cling to that. That is yoga. Yoga tells you don't cling to anything. Live in the present. Okay. So decluttering helps you much more easily to be in the present. I always talk about, right? Be in the present, be in the present. And it's much easier to be present when you don't have a lot of clutter in your mind. Okay. Your mind will be calmer, and that is very helpful for your health and wellness. Okay, there's so much more to talk about this. I hope I'm not repeating the same thing again and again, but there are techniques that you could use. What I would do is put a visual reminder for you to be decluttering external, internal, and then make sure that you are having some kind of technique where you do that rapidly. And then if you have enough room, that's good. If you have no room, then be creative about, if you get something one now, replace it with the old one. Okay, if you are buying a new shirt, replace the old shirt, give it to somebody who can use it, or just take it out and put it in a garage sale, whatever. These kind of things are simple habits. Okay, spring cleaning, throw them out, or give them away, or donate to them. That's what I do. So you don't have to maintain them. You don't have to deprive somebody who can use that, and you don't want to waste it either. So that kind of habit, constant decluttering, is very helpful for us to pursue our major activities that we want to do in life, right? So that kind of pointers are there. Um, uh, we will talk more about it as the time goes on, because decluttering is such an important aspect. Okay, how do I do decluttering of my email? Is I only see, go and search for emails that I'm working some projects, or working some conferences, whatever I'm working with my colleagues. Only those I want to reach. I don't reach. I don't read everything that everybody is soliciting for business, for whatever. I don't read them, because if I'm ready for it, then I will find them who I want to. But if somebody friendly asks me something, that's fine. Or if somebody asks me my help, that's fine. But generally, I don't open up every email. There's no need. Okay, right? And also notifications. Sometimes Clubhouse, I put the notifications, don't bother me for 1 week. You know, and when I have the time, I may go and talk to some of the friends if they are there, but otherwise I don't want to receive all the notifications. This is my way of decluttering, because they don't interest me. They don't have any engage with people. Engagement for me is deeper, significant discussions, not just say hello and then go and say I got 25 likes. That's all looks very silly to me. Okay, so I think these days people rely on, oh, somebody liked me, so I have this dopamine surge, so I feel good. I think that's all their own problem, but for me that looks very, very superficial and silly. Okay, so I want to engage with the deeper conversation. If I come anywhere, I will listen to them if they can learn something, or if I have something positive, I will contribute. But I don't care about the likes and all those things, right? So I think that adds a lot of unnecessary stress on people. Okay, there are other ways I handle digital thing is I kind of watch the movies or music only that I prefer, and basically they are classical, they are kind of deeper and all that. So that kind of takes away a lot of this stuff from my mind. Okay, you don't have to clean the mind if you don't put any dirt in it. I look at that way. Okay, the dirt could be what is not interesting to you. Maybe it is to somebody else. They can listen to that. But for me, that doesn't interest. It doesn't matter really. Existential issues, deeper problems of life, solutions. Like somebody is talking about Earth, climate change. That's a really important problem for us, right? So I feel it's my responsibility to know about it, to understand why it is happening, to understand what is that I can do to really take away that problem. Like that. Somebody's illness, somebody is suffering. That kind of things interest me. Otherwise, I don't want to just um, you know gossip just for the gossip. I never gossip. Actually, I don't recall ever gossip. So social media has become big global gossip. People have to do their own thing, but for me, it is a global gossip if I don't have anything value to add it to it. But it's a wonderful medium. You can reach a lot of people, and you can learn from them, or you can touch them with your own learnings and share that way. And this is important for the children. So we got to set an example of how they are not happening really toxified by the phones, by the iPads and all that, right? Maybe the that has become too much already, and people are not paying attention to that. There are so many ill effects happening to the kids: poor focus, poor attention span, and don't have any sense of there's something bigger than us. And more like isolated from everybody else, and they're just confined to the phone all the time, don't have the interpersonal skills. All these things are happening. So declutter has a significant importance in our lives, as for me. So try your best, and if you have any comments or if you have anything to contribute, DM me, and I will come back to you tomorrow with our next day. Today is the day 38, so I'll be back with the day 39 tomorrow. Thank you, and I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Bye bye.